to P.J. Davis.
I think that's a good substitution. They needed I think they needed Selmans to get in there. He's
a little size down down low, but thought about the shot there. Maybe had a shot at getting that as Jalen Briscoe is checking in early now. Haven't seen a whole lot of him. And Summons coming with the rebound, arms a-swinging.
Immediately gets the rebound as he checks in. Oh, PJ thought about it.
Bears working around the outside. Parham thought about it.
Opened up a lane.
Oh, man, the Bears just struggling at the line right now.
I'd like to see him try to drive the lane and get fouled.
Shouting instructions there, not much ball movement right now. Catholic with the obvious size advantage down low, and they are just looking for something. Lots of hands in there. Catholic swinging it around. They've got 2 to shoot. Oh, we got a foul. That foul on Griffin Davis. Keenan Morris checking right back in. He'll take the place of P.J. Davis. So a pretty rough opening frame here, really, for both teams, as neither one can really find a rhythm of any kind. J.J. Wise, though, finding in the corner. They pass that up, whips it around to the outside again, and we got a charge on Keenan Morris.
I'm not really sure if he was set down there or not, but it's been a low-scoring first quarter for sure.
Yeah, definitely one of the lower scoring outputs you're going to see.
Especially from this Bears team who's been on fire offensively lately.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, like I said last time, out with these two, it was a slow start there as well. Can't come up with it, but that is a foul. That is an and one on Griffin Davis. I believe they got that foul on, couldn't tell who it was. I believe it was on Morris. Oh. So nothing doing there. Bears got a shot at one here. That'll count. Oh, Parham almost banked it in.
That was close.
So a tough first frame for the Bears, only mustering up 4 points in this one. Shots were there, they just weren't going down. And we've got a barn burner here. We're going to take a quick break here on the Natural State Sports Network. 9-4 your score after one here at Catholic High.
PCSSD is a family-like environment. There's always smiling faces. There's greeting in the morning, in the afternoon. They get a lot of involvement, not just parent involvement, student involvement, staff involvement, and I love all of that. I chose PCSSD because I was zoned here, but what made me stay was the support that we receive as a family.
And the best part about the day is my son come home with a smile on his face, that he enjoys school and excelled in the classroom. It's real big to our family.
Well, tough scene there for the Bears in the first quarter. Only had 2 shots, hence the 4 points. Only gave up a couple on the other side. But when you only hit 2 shots, well, that's not going to get it done. Bears defense doing pretty good, though. You can't be scoff really at 9 points, but the 4 is not going to get it done tonight. But still plenty of time. Offense does have to get rolling. Again, just like last time out, it took them a minute to get cooking, but that size is going to be something to watch out for as Davis hits a floater. And they're going to definitely outsize this Bears team.
For sure. They've got 3 guys 6'5" and up, so.
Darius Folks maybe should have went for that one. And Davis got that one partially blocked. Maybe passing up too many. Probably should have shot the 3. Folks probably should have went up for it there amongst the trees. Had him in the air. And right now, Davis is just making mincemeat out of him. And, Hayden Mack buries one in the corner. And it is a 10-point lead now for the Rockets. Bears going to take a timeout here. Home team digging it.
Yeah, no, this is the Bears are struggling offensively for sure, and the Rockets are just taking advantage on the offensive end. Anytime the Bears make a mistake on this end, the Rockets are capitalizing, and they've got to figure out a way to close out on those shooters, lock down those offensive rebounds, and get something going on offense. I'm not really sure what the answer is offensively. It seems like they're just a little bit off rhythm, being on the road. We saw that last Friday at the beginning of the Parkview game. They started out a little slow. I think it has something to do with being on the road, and this is kind of a hostile environment. It's a smaller gym, got a lot of loud fans here.
It can get loud in here real quick. And like I said, their student section is small but mighty.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they can work their way out of it. We have seen that they made their bread and butter on the defensive side, and when they can convert their defense into quick offense, that's where the Bears are at their best. But right now, the size is not allowing for the Bears to really get out and run as the Rockets are sort of pounding the paint currently. But if there is a team that can get hot from shooting, it's definitely the Sylvan Hills Bears team. Zone maybe giving them some fits right now as well, as they look like they just want to try to maybe drive a little bit just to see one go in. Ryan Parham off the front iron. And Darius Folks can't get one to fall either.
They can't get a bucket to save their lives right now.
The rim's real stiff right now.
Which we haven't really seen any free throws on the Bears end of the court. A lot of free throws being taken by the Rockets so far. So,
well, they're just taking it to the paint, trying to go up there. So, I mean, that's something that the Bears, I think, are maybe kind of trying to do. But right now they look a little intimidated by the size of this Catholic High team. Two for two from Mack. Lead up to a dozen now for the Rockets, and Bears got to watch out. They are in trouble of maybe losing or letting this game get away from them early on. Right now they do look a little disheveled and just can't get anything to go their way as Mack gets it absolutely sent by Folks. And could that be the catalyst of something? Again, they always like to use their defense to get themselves going if they're not knocking down shots. But right now, this Sylvan Hills team just on the offensive side just really can't get anything going. And you can see what Catholic is trying to do. They're just using Davis in the paint, and then when they collapse in on him, they kick it out for the open shots. Case in point right there. Bears off and running, and J.J. Wise down at the other end. They finally see one go through.
Finally stopped the drought and end that run for the Rockets.
Man, yeah.
That was a long run.
That was a drought for the Bears, to say the least. But the rebounding, the key for the Bears, and right now Darius Folks has his hands full with Griffin Davis. But they are switching a lot on him. Tough finger roll there by Will Brown. just enough of the English on there. And it's 18-6, so Bears getting tripled up right now. J.J. Wise from way out there can't get nothing. He just couldn't tell if there was like a fingertip block or if he couldn't get anything up. And Ryan Parham, the foul, he seemed a little confused as to what the foul was. I have to say I agree. Robert Wary coming in now for the Rockets. He'll take the place of Davis. So they just swap out some size for more size. Wary a little stockier. And we've got a travel as Campbell Lewis hits the deck. But just one too many little shuffles prior. So Bears just got to, just realize they have to whittle this lead down. You're not going to get it back in one shot. J.J. Wise on the inside gets the foul. Thought he wasn't going to get it there for a moment, but he'll go to the line for two. I have to say, I was a little concerned there for a moment, too.
Well, what was kind of funny was he had to pull back his shot there for a second because it was definitely going to get blocked, and then he finally tried to put it up, and that's when he got fouled.
Wise hits the first. So if you really want to chip away at a lead, you got to score when the clock's not moving. I know that's a kind of a favorite saying of ours here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. Wise converts both. The lead is at 10. And right now the Bears have got to figure out something on the defensive side as well, as the size is just giving them fits right now. Also the movement. But they've been screening and just floating right into that post game. And it really has been giving the Bears some issues. As they do that and they go for the kick out. Oh, the cheap foul on Deontay Curry.
Bears can't really seem to not foul. I feel like.
Yeah, and I don't think they're ticky-tack fouls. They maybe had one or two that were maybe a little questionable, but I think all the fouls right now have been pretty legit.
Yeah, I think so too.
It should be 9 to 18.
Go tell the official, Peyton.
Yeah. Peyton here thinks the score's wrong.
Well, listen, if we lose by 1 point, we'll send it into the AAA.
There you go.
And we'll try to get it vetoed.
Well, they've only hit 2 pointers tonight, so, counting in even numbers. Darius Folks working it, the fadeaway, and he gets the foul. Gets bailed out there a little bit. Brown, I believe, on the wrist. So, again, if you're the Bears, this is probably something you want to try to do, is get some of those big guys into foul trouble to where they have to adjust their game a little bit. Folks tickles that twine. I want to welcome in the limited chat here tonight. Make sure you share with everybody else that we're over on the Natural States page tonight, as the girls are playing Mount St. Mary's simultaneously this evening. Hence why we are showing the boys just a little earlier. Right now, boys got themselves a bit of a hole to dig out of, down 19-10, about 3.5 left here in the first half. Both teams trying to kind of figure out the physicality of both. Oh, and a swish a house from Elliott Johnson. Oh, the Bears didn't need that. Bears just can't seem to drive the paint. P.J. Davis, though.
There we go.
That's all paint all the time.
I've watched a lot of Razorback basketball in my day, and I feel like there's a couple of gyms that the Razorbacks go to, and they just never really play well there. And I feel like this gym just has a weird vibe to it that I feel like the Bears are struggling to hit the rim properly. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but it's just got a different mojo to it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be necessarily a legs thing because this is the first game of the week for them. So they've had some recovery time. But, yeah, I think, it's not as deep.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of deep, Will Brown and Catholic is shooting lights out right now. Bears can't even really chip away at this lead.
Oh, man.
Keenan Morris, the miss. And 2 minutes left. Bears down 13. Just cannot find a rhythm on either side of the ball here. J.J. Wise with it. Oh, and they're going to get a pretty cheap foul there, but I do think, I believe that's Hayden Mack. Kind of took one to the face there, or I don't know if they bumped heads and he got the nose or what there, albeit very unintentional. But he's going to have to come out as they tend to him down there, or just let him, get his wits about himself again. But yeah, he's going to go down the tunnel, see if they can't get repaired up a little bit.
The Bears haven't made a three tonight, have they?
They are over from three-point range tonight. They've had their opportunities. 0 for 6 right now, though. Darius Folks buries one. And that's his first shot made tonight.
Seems like they're finally starting to find a rhythm. A couple trips down on the offensive end, and they've gotten a few. They've gotten probably like 3 of the past 5 trips down the offensive end. They've got a bucket. So,
yeah, I'm not sure what the issue there was. But that foul on Keenan Morris. Ryan Parham will check in. And it looks like Mack is A-OK, so good to see. Brown will come back in for the Rockets. So $1:20 left here in the first half. Bears just got to stop the bleeding if they have any chance or hope to get back in the game, and I'm not sure what the foul there was, but here we are as it just looked like good, hard basketball there.
They've been playing
if
physical
anything,
like
I probably would have maybe given the foul to Thursby because he sort of threw the shoulder into him, but
they've been playing physical like that all night.
Yeah, and it seems to be a bit of an Achilles heel right now for the Bears. They can't handle the physicality, but also, too, I feel like it's been a little inconsistent on the amount of physicality being allowed. So nobody can really find that line to draw. As our friend Tracy Morgan in the chat here will let you know about the officiating. Folks, the turnaround jumper, and they are going to have to lean on him to try to just keep this thing close. Under a minute left here in the first half. Bears down 27-16.
With the way this half has gone, if they can figure out a way to cut it down to single digits before that buzzer sounds, that would be a huge.
Oh, and they're going to get the charge.
That would be huge for the Bears if they can cut it to single-digit lead.
Yeah, and it did look like, I believe that was Thursby, just a little out of control on the drive. Bears will get free throws from this point out themselves if it's a non-shooting foul. 40 seconds left. Oh, Darius Folks from 3.
Bang!
Oh! Buries that one from Glen Haven.
He's on fire.
Bears needed that one in a big way. And he is carrying the torch for them right now. If they can just get a stop here at the end of the quarter, they might have found just a little momentum going into the second half. 10 seconds left. Catholic working it. You got to wonder, who are they going to try to find? They haven't really had necessarily a go-to guy. Great.
What?
Oh, that's a
Come
cheap
on.
one. Oh, there's no way you can call that.
He's just going to jump into the guy.
Oh,
that was a total flop, man. That was a
That's-
total flop.
I disagree with that assessment. And it's on the 3, so they're going to get 3 shots. Not sure what else Wise could have done then.
You don't really see the coaching staff of the Bears get too upset at the officials. At least I haven't seen them get too upset all season long. They were upset about that call. That was
I'd be furious with that call.
That was a weak call.
I mean, incredibly cheap call there. At the buzzer, all he did was throw his hands up. He didn't lean into him. And if anything, I would have thought that Thursby initiated the contact.
No, he did. He did. I watched it. He definitely jumped right into him.
Yeah.
Trying to initiate it because he knew he didn't have a shot.
Yeah, so they rushed that one. Hit the first, missed the second. Well, he comes away with 2 out of 3.
And the coaching staff still letting the officials hear about
well,
that.
as they should. I mean, they were very inconsistent on their assessments here in the first half. Like I said, it's always going to be frustrating when you can't tell where that line is of how physical are they going to let you play. And, of course, when you get calls like that are just, we're going to call it how we see it, cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a cheap call right there.
That was bad.
And if anything, I would have called that offensive than anything. But as it stands, a 10-point deficit for the Bears as we head into halftime here. We're going to take a break for you guys. We'll have the second half on the other side of things. Bears down 29-19. Jay Bird, Jay Call with you here on the Natural State Sports Network. Second half coming up.
You should choose PCSSD because of the great teachers, the great staff, and the opportunities that your child will have to further their education, their social development, and basically just their lives. My kids are getting a great education. They are getting great opportunities to be involved in sports and extracurricular activities in the community. I believe that for our family, we chose the best possible school when we chose PCSSD. If I were to do it all over again, I wouldn't do anything any differently.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
PCSSD is a family-like environment. There's always smiling faces. There's greeting in the morning and the afternoon. They get a lot of involvement, not just parent involvement, student involvement, staff involvement, and I love all of that. I chose PCSSD because I was zoned here, but what made me stay was the support that we receive as a family.
And the best part about the day is my son come home with a smile on his face, that he enjoys school and excelled in the classroom. It's real big to our family.
Oh, they've got the Sweet Caroline going here at Catholic High. Trey Bird, Jay Call with you here on the Natural State Sports Network page tonight as the girls are going against Mount St. Mary's simultaneously. You can catch them over on the Sylvan Hill Sports Network page. 29-19 here, 19-17 out there at Mount St. Mary's. So Bears across the board. Tough scene right now, but there's a second half in both of these games that they can get going. So we'll see if the Bears over here on the Catholic High side of things can get cooking. Right now, you'd have to think just, man, if some shots fell, this would be a much different game. Right now, Bears 6 of 13 from 2, only 1 for 7 from three-point range. So that's only 14%. Not usually what they're known for. But hey, good news here, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. You'd like to see a few more of those go down at least, but as it stands, they've knocked down everything at the line so far. But really, Bears need to find some volume, and they need to figure out a way to slow down this combination of Will Brown, Hayden Mack, and Griffin Davis for the Rockets. 29 at the half, not the worst in the world. Gave up 20 the last time out, scored 22, so they're about on pace, but that size is giving them some issues, and they just can't seem to figure out how this game's being officiated. We're not trying to necessarily stay hung up on that, but, that's one thing that we've seen the Bears, when they struggle a little bit, they don't know where to draw the line at when it comes to their physicality on either side of the ball.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The Rockets are playing with a lot of physicality. I think they're letting a lot of things go, but at the same time, especially right there at the end. I mean, it should be an 8-point game, but either way, the Bears are going to have to figure out a way to get things going offensively. They finally found a hot shooter in Darius Folks right there with about 4 minutes left to go before halftime. So hopefully he stays hot, and as well as them finding another shooter that can get hot, because I feel like that's the one thing that they're really missing with Devontae West. He's a guy that if the team's not shooting very well, he can figure out a way to get to the basket and at least get to the foul line or create some type of a shot. And Darius Folks does that as well, but when you're missing one of your key guys that can really conjure up a shot for you, it hurts. And right now we're feeling it. So the Bears have got to figure out a way to combat this physicality and get hot somewhere on the court.
Well, Bears will start off with the ball here in the second half. We'll see if they can find their mojo just a little bit, at least offensively.
Maybe this rim will be kinder to them.
Yeah, maybe the other side will be just as ugly. Well, there you go, P.J. Davis right out the gate. He was one of those guys that really tried to pull the Bears out of that mud. Right now, he's 3 for 4 from the field. One of the bright spots out here, which, stop me if you've heard that before. But can the Bears cause some havoc or some problems on the defensive side? Again, the size has really been a thing for the Rockets, and they just haven't been able to solve it. Also, this play right – oh,
what a block!
Oh, Keenan Morris, he'll have none of it. But that's been Johnson's hot spot right there, and it seems like Catholic will just kind of do their thing on the other side of the court. Whoever's defending him sort of sloughs off of him, trying to help down low. They kick it to him wide open. He's had a couple of those tonight.
I hope that trombone player's okay over there. That looked like dodgeball.
That was a vicious.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, if you can dodge that basketball, if you can dodge a trumpet. Oh, buried it.
I don't know how he got that one to
Thursby
fall.
got that one up, and it's a three-pointer.
That was good defense, too.
Can't do anything about that when he just throws it up. Bears come away with it, almost lost possession. And this Rockets team, boy, they've got some quick hands. Wise.
JJ, that should be a foul.
With the trigger shot, he hits it all the way from Jasper.
Nah, I felt like that was impeding his landing spot right there, but
yeah, you gotta be looking out for that one. Bears do need to find a way to clamp it down. Can't really come back in a game if you're trading buckets. I'm not sure how many steps you get in the league here, but I guess you got about 3 or 4 there. And again, we're not trying to harp on the officiating here, but boy, when it's obvious, we're going to let you know. 34-24 right now. Darius Folks taking it to the rack. Oh, late foul call. And Folks will go to the line for 2. Thought they were going to let that one go.
I was pretty sure they were going to let that one go, but they ended up getting the call, so that's a lucky break for the Bears as they're going to take a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, and it seems like my guy here on the baseline not really involved tonight. I don't know if that's just how it happens to be, but and he misses the first. Oh, and he misses both, so not what the Bears needed at that point, or really at any point going forward here especially. Great passing by the Rockets. Better D by the Bears to shut it off. And they are making a living in the paint and kicking it out. A little too much juice on that one from Mack. A rare miss from them tonight. Seems like everything they shoot is going in. Folks from the corner.
Bang!
Oh!
It's at the fall.
Bang that from Shady Oak.
There's a big bucket right there for the Bears.
Bears needed that one to stop the bleeding. They just need a few defensive stops. Here comes the trap. Catholic was ready for it, though.
One possession at a time. That's what you got to be thinking if we were these Bears players out there on the court.
Absolutely. Oh, that's from way out there. And it seems like Catholic might be getting a little cold. Folks with a little shove, but he pulls it back out. Oh.
Bang!
Oh! Keenan Morris from Park Meadows. Oh, they've hit a few in a row here.
The Rocket shot and an amazing percentage from beyond the arc in the first half, and it's really hard to keep that up, and I think we're seeing it right now.
Well, and just like that, it's now a 4-point lead for Catholic as the Bears have gotten hot from beyond the arc. And again, we kind of said it after the first half, 1 for 7. You don't see that a lot from the Bears.
Oh,
the quick hands from Morris. And they're going to get the foul.
Oh, my gosh. What a sequence of events for Morris right there. Gets the 3, gets the steal, and he gets fouled coming down the court. Huge moment right there for Keenan Morris.
What a half so far from the Bears. Brown going to check back in. Thursby coming out as he picked up a couple of quick fouls there to start the half. Bears still down 4, though. And literally just a minute ago, this team was down double digits, and they've cut into it mightily. Folks.
Bang! Oh, he's on fire!
Bang!
He's on fire!
Oh, all the way from Indian Head Drive. And just like that,
Let's go.
It is a 1-point game.
This Bears bench is fired up. I'm fired up for him. Fighting all the way back, and now it's just a 1-point game. Let's go.
Oh, man, the 3 ball falling for the Bears as they got hot from beyond the arc. And, you know, a couple of stops on the other side, a couple of misses. You hit on the other side, boom, we got us a ball game here. Oh, my. That was definitely not on my bingo card for the night.
No.
But bingo, we'll take it.
We'll definitely take it. We're just under 4 minutes to play in this third quarter, and the Bears have found their shot, to say the least.
Yeah, it just didn't look like they had any lift in that first half. They didn't seem like they were confident in it. You know, you miss a couple and you get down quickly. You tend to want to shoot your way out of it. But it looked like they were trying to still go down low, and that's not necessarily their game. I mean, they can do it, but they like to live beyond the arc and hit those shots.
So I don't know if you've heard of this, but certain colors bring out certain reactions. I've heard that purple brings out softness and calmness out of people. So maybe that's what the Bears were getting fooled psychologically. Just the colors,
yeah, now that they're not
purple.
having to look at it down there,
yeah,
they're opposite their student section now.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Bears trying to clamp it down. Oh, hits it from behind. That was a wild shot. Oh, Bears come away with the rebound. Can they get it?
Oh, Curry might have got away with
P.J. Davis and one! P.J. Davis! Oh, when you need him, you call on him.
Yeah. Nice job, P.J. driving into the lane and finishing through contact. That was a huge play for the Bears.
Big time play for the Bears there. They now have a 1-point lead, can stretch it to 2 here. And couldn't get the roll.
Oh my gosh, what a steal!
Oh, and he just hung up there, gets his own rebound, goes up again, and he gets the bucket. Oh, P.J. Davis.
That's the toughness from that young man right there. He is a tough,
goodness
tough
mercy.
Guy. Oh, man, I thought he might have gotten it again. P.J. Davis is tough. He's a senior. He's got all that experience, and you see it every single time he's on the court. He just knows exactly where to be and how to play. He's a very talented young man.
Absolutely. Been one of the reliable guys out here. And oh, mercy me, what a change. Whatever that halftime speech was, maybe keep that one recorded. Darass Folks went for the steal, couldn't quite come up with it. And we've got us a whole new game here, y'all. Still under 3 minutes left. J.J. Wise playing a solid D.
Back.
Oh, they're going to have to throw one up quickly. I don't know if they realize it. Oh, they come away with that. And yeah, that's going to be a foul on Wise, and we got a little bit of a step over there. Yeah, ref's going to give him a talking to.
Like, hey, man, you can't do that.
But you also can't push him, so, maybe just settle things down here a little bit. Sending a little bit of a message there. Catholic gets a fresh clock after that sequence, so disappointing if you're the Bears. Can't come away with that rebound, especially when you run them all the way down. Malachi summons the switch. Oh, they got the mismatch they wanted. But J.J. Wise holding his own in the paint. And they switch back. Great defense there by Wise and Summons.
Nice defense.
Oh, couldn't get the rebound once again. So a whole nother 35 for the Rockets now, as the Bears' defense has been excellent the past few minutes. Rebounding, though, just can't seem to corral one. Oh, we got a 3-second call.
Violation. Okay.
So whatever works, I guess.
I wasn't even paying attention, so.
I was just enamored with all the switching that the Bears were doing. J.J. Wise going to get a breather. Well-deserved after that sequence. Him and Malachi Summons just putting the Rockets in jail.
They put up a stone wall right there, was not letting anything down the left side.
Bears have a chance to take a 2-possession lead. Ryan Parham. Bang! Ryan Parham from Osage. He bangs that one home.
Bears starting to light it up offensively.
Oh, and just like that, the Bears are up 6.
At once being down by at least 12, maybe even 13.
Yeah, I want to say it was a baker's dozen. Oh, and the shot's not falling for the ill-advised pass.
Trying to push it up ahead. I know those eyes got big when he saw.
That was heads-up play by Griffin Davis, though, just to even look up for the pass. Yep. Oh, the feisty hands. Not sure who they're going to get that one on. I believe that's going to be on Keenan Morris. Yep.
The Bears have turned up the intensity on defense, definitely trying to poke every single pass away, hop in those passing lanes, and really not letting anything get by them. And
yeah, the Bears have been pretty active. Oh, and they just let that one slide in there.
That was announcer's jinx right there. That's
Reese Simon just made himself sparsely known. Easy layup. Oh, Darius Folks. That was a heat check. Oh, Bears with quick hands. Can't come away with it. Oh, and that's going to be Bear ball. Oh, they saved it. Oh, I thought that was out of bounds.
I was so sure that went out of bounds.
Oh, and the good defense. But just a little too much there by Malachi Summons. And Hayden Mack is going to get 2 at the line. 37 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Things are speeding up here. I feel like
this plays into the hands of the Bears more so than the Rockets, but the Rockets have shown that they can get up and down too.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think if this pace stays where it is, then the Bears should benefit. But I mean, the Rockets definitely have shown. You're right. They can play with that at that speed.
I do think they're more of a half-court team, so I don't think they want to try to get into a track race with this Bears team. Mack hits 1 and 2. He'll come out for a moment, probably just to get him ready for the fourth. They're going to need him. And about a 2-second difference in shot clock and game clock, so Bears will probably whittle this one down. I know they've been pretty trigger happy here in the third quarter, but really when you're down 10, down 13, you got to be pretty quick with it. Coach giving them the signals just take your time. No rush at this point. J.J. Wise. Oh, off the back iron. That's going to give Catholic an opportunity at least. Oh, fundamentals.
Yeah.
Oh, and I believe we're going to have a violation here. I think they're going to say he stepped on the line on the inbound, so that would be a turnover. But I'm not sure how much time is going to be left. And maybe a second and a half.
I think it was about 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, give or take. Oh, so they put 0.7, so it's going to be kind of a catch-and-shoot situation here for the Rockets. And really, if you're the Bears, you don't want to just allow somebody to just be open under the basket at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get one inbounds here. Oh, okay, so it's going to be Sylvan Hill's ball somehow.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened.
Not sure. Shot will not count. Hits the rafters. All right, so there you have it. I'm not sure what the call was there at the end. Everybody on this side pretty confused as well. But as it stands, the Bears have come storming back. They have a 1-point lead heading into the final frame. This has shades of the last game. Oh, we've got a heck of a fourth frame coming up for you here. Jay Bird, Jay Call with you here on the Natural State Sports Network. Stick around with us here. The fourth quarter is going to be anything like the third. We've got a doozy set up for you. We're coming back with it here in just a minute.
Yep.
I would say school choice is a great option. You can do your research like we did. Visit with other parents that have children in the district. We visited the schools before we made the choice to come here. We chose to school choice because we have had such a great experience here. Teachers, staff have been so helpful and reassuring, and we've been forever grateful for it. And I'd do it all over again. PCSSD is a great option no matter where you live.
(40-39) is the lead for the Bears. Catholic will start the fourth with possession.
This is going to be a close one. I have a feeling this could come down to the final possession, whoever has the ball last. So
absolutely. And just for notation, Sylvan Hills does have the possession arrow. So in the event of a jump ball, and they're going to get summons on that. And he did get a little high with it. Thought he may have got away with it for a moment, but our official here catching everything Sylvan Hills does. Oh, we're going to get an offensive foul this time, as Thursby pushed off of Darius Fulks. And honestly, both those fouls looked pretty tame to me. I mean, well, what do you do? I guess, a little bit of a makeup there.
Yeah. Ball don't lie.
It does not normally tell lies. Ooh, Darius
Yeah.
Folk. Oh, and he's going to get the foul. Got him on the head.
This end of the court.
And then poor Mac looks like he caught another one in the face.
This end of the court is slippery. I've seen a couple of the Bears
And it seems to be in
players
that kind of that same area here on the near side with us.
They don't really have a guy out here with like a mop or anything, do they?
So Darius Folks has now missed his last 3 free throws. Student section in his head. Gotta think he's just got to see one go down. Maybe that's what he needed, was a lot more just consistent noise. 2-point lead now for the Bears. As Folks is
tight
being
defense.
an absolute menace, and he goes slipping there. Maybe it's the shoes.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Ooh, maybe a little bit of a moving screen there. They don't get the call, though. Errant pass. Bears with the hands.
He's good.
Oh, Malachi Summons with the big rebound there. Bears pushing the tempo. Oh, they're going to get. The and one!
Whoa.
Oh, Darius Folks.
That's a huge bucket right there for the Bears. Way to finish to the contact.
Wow. Man, that one could have been 50-50 if you ask me. If they'd have called the charge, I wouldn't have been upset at it, honestly.
No,
I think he barely got it, and I think with him avoiding the contact on the Euro step, I think is what got him the benefit.
Yeah, I think so too. I could have seen it called either way, but
well, as it stands, he gets 3 the hard way. And the Bears have opened it up just a little bit here. Oh, Malachi Summons!
Sending it into the seat.
Oh, the timing there. You got to like it. Still plenty of time on the shot clock for the Rockets. Ryan Parham running out there to take care of Elliott Johnson. Oh, the switch, and they've got the mismatch they want. Oh, but the consistent switch. This Bears defense is active right now. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. P.J. Davis. I guess he got a little bit of a push in there.
No, they're having some really good communication on the defensive end. And like all these switches that are happening, it's taking some constant communication and great ball IQ to know exactly where to be.
Malachi Summons cuts that drive off. You got to think this is what they want. But he has been an absolute menace, even out there beyond the arc. Wingspan's being just an absolute problem for this Rockets team. They can't seem to find what they had earlier in the game. Not sure why they're not trying to shoot from the perimeter, though, a little more. Well, there's your guy if you want. Shooting from the perimeter, offensive rebound for the Rockets. And that size, that's what's going to give you the issues here, is on that offensive glass, especially on those long shots.
Those offensive rebounds have been their bread and butter so far in this ball game. I feel like that's where they've gotten a lot of their points.
Oh, we got a travel there, as that's the second time that I can remember that Catholic had a couple of offensive rebounds, came away with nothing because, we had the 3 seconds the other time. Yep. Got the travel there. Under 6 minutes left, and the lead is at 5. Bears could really use a bucket here. 3-possession game.
Folks, stop and pop, no good.
Just couldn't quite get enough oop on it. And it was a quick possession, so for Catholic, you got to think that's a success there. Darius Folks with the active hands knocks it out of bounds. And Keenan Morris, along with Josh Thursby for the Rockets, are going to check back in. Coach yelling out, try to get a rebound. This is when those box-out drills would really come in handy.
Yeah, especially with as physical as this game's been.
Oh, not sure why he didn't stop there. Oh, Wise. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm telling you.
It looked like all ball.
I don't know, man. That was a real late whistling, and these two guys have been real involved in the game here. Wise obviously not agreeing with that call. Mack buries the first one. And Wise will check out, Parham back in. And he hits them both. So 3-point lead now for the Bears, 5:10 remaining. You'd like to see them bleed a little more clock, but if the shots are there, just go ahead and take them. They have been aggressive to the lane. Parham, woo, with the step back. Not quite enough oomph on it. Nobody chasing the rebound, though. And Catholic will come away with it. Oh, wide open shot. A little too strong. Rebound is the Bears.
Rockets really could have used that one.
Boy, they sure could have. Not detrimental to the cause, though, but, oh, and we got a, boy, that's a, oh, man.
What'd they call?
That was on 31 there. Reese Simon. Guess he got a little too handsy. And that is 4 fouls on the Rockets. Sylvan Hills will take a timeout here, so
seconds.
Bears in the double bonus now. So anything that they get, they'll be shooting. Conversely, they've got 1 foul to give. Not that you're trying to give it out. Of course, you know, the way things have gone tonight, it won't take much.
No, I think the Bears are doing a really good job defensively, man. You've said it a couple times. The way that they are switching off of each one of the Rockets players consistently and being very quick with it is what's really closing down on their offensive ability to pass the ball inside and outside, because that was like their whole game in the first half, was passing it inside after they missed a switch. I felt like that's what they did most of the first half.
No, and even, too, they would maybe drive a little harder. You haven't really been able to see that out of them just because they're taking those driving lanes away, and it's not really allowing that inside and then kick-out game that we saw in that first quarter at least.
Going back to that one possession with J.J. Wise and Malachi Summons just putting up a stone wall right
masterfully there. Switching. Morris thought about it, goes inside, gets it out to P.J. Davis, who got range. Oh, can't convert it. So still a one-possession game here. Just over 4 minutes left.
I wonder what the Rockets are averaging on opponents' points per game.
Oh, he jumps it here. We'll see if we got some fireworks. Oh, we got the foul. Oh, he goes hard into the padding. Luckily, they got the padding there.
I thought he was about to go flying high.
Campbell Lewis was having none of it. No free lunch. That's a good hard foul. No complaints here.
He telegraphed that pass, though. Got right in between it.
Yeah, good heads-up defense there by Morris. He'll get 2. The high-arcing swish. Touch the rainbow, as they say. Man, that shot had an in-flight movie.
Yeah.
2-possession game, though. He did hit 1, so that's pretty pivotal at this point. Oh, yeah, and like I said, we're going to get the foul pretty much given away at this point as Ryan Parham collects the foul there, albeit a really soft foul. My guy here with no hair doesn't too much like the physicality or the street ball. Great cross-court pass there to get it to Mack, but nothing doing there for him. Tried to roll. Oh, Summons got a piece of it, but there was 2 other hands in on it. Impressive defensive sequence there. If you're the Bears, you either want quick, easy points or just bleed the clock a little bit, because you do have 2 possessions here. A 3-pointer would be real nice right now. Darius Folks going right at him. Woo! Gets the bucket, hangs, and hoops.
His body control when he gets in the air is just impressive.
My goodness. 6-point lead now for the Bears, 2:50 left. This one's coming down to the end. Oh, Darius Folks pokes it out. Surprise, no call there, honestly. Especially the way this one's been officiated. He's explaining, and oh my goodness, they'll call that though. Seems like a really big makeup right there. But that is the 5th foul on the Bears this quarter, so they are going to get shots. The man's over there has been very, very active in this game. And again, it's one of those things where, you know, both sides have had their complaints, so you must be doing something right. Hayden Mack knocks down the first. J.J. Wise and Deontay Curry back in. Curry been quiet tonight. Hasn't really done much on the offensive side, but they haven't needed him to. He misses the second, and we've got a foul there. I don't know about that one either. Bears just kind of all parted, and that one wasn't even close to the ball, so you got to wonder, like, man, oh, man. Well, as it stands, Bears are going to get a couple shots out of this. As, you know, P.J. Davis was getting held a little bit, but, again, he was nowhere near the ball. It seemed like nobody was near the ball. Just kind of Catholic ran off, Bears ran off. I got it, you take it. P.J. misses the first. So it could have made it a 2 or a 3 possession game, had he hit both. And he can't hit either one, so that could loom large. 2.5 remaining here, 5-point game, Bears lead. Bears down as much as 12 in the third quarter, and they came storming back. Oh, and he hung there, tried to get the call. No call there to be had. As Mack, I think, was anticipating the contact, and then it never came.
Some of these Rocket fans a little confused why there was no call there. I can see a few upset faces.
Bears just bleeding clock right now, and I'm not sure I totally agree with this at this point. Keep doing what got you here, but they do have them spread out. P.J. Davis misses that one. I'm really not sure what else you want him to do at that point.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I mean, he's got the hands up. He's moving his feet. He's not impeding the progress necessarily.
Yeah.
Good night, man. I don't even know at this point, gang. Well, like I said, he doesn't seem to care for the physicality.
It seems like a few of these officials are calling it one way, and then he got a couple of them, and then he got one of them calling it a different way, I feel like.
Well, like I said, you know, everybody seems to be on a different page here with the stripes tonight, but as it stands, first one for Thursby goes down. Second one is good, so a 3-point game now. 1.5 minutes left. And again, you don't want to take your time too much. Bears do need a bucket here of some sort. That would make it a 2-possession game. You want to try to come away with points here.
At one point this half, I'm pretty sure the Bears led by 8, and maybe as much as 10. I
don't think they ever got it up that high.
I think they got it up to 8. That was the highest.
Yeah, it was about 8. Darius Folks just taking it. J.J. Wise. Oh, Ryan Parham from way out there. Oh, the bank is open on Seminole Trail.
Bang!
Oh, my. Ryan Parham.
I didn't know the bank stayed open this late.
From the depths of Sherwood. Oh, that was deep down on Seminole Trail.
Well, that was a huge
shot.
For the
Did they need that?
Oh, they needed that one bad. Because with that one, that stretches out to a 2-possession lead, 6 points. That's huge going into this.
Yeah, that is a maximum 2 possessions right there. And again, the way these officials are calling it, you know, you say you pick up a foul here, it's 2 possessions still, regardless of how many free throws they hit. And, so that could linger.
Both teams are in the double bonus, so.
Yeah, so this last minute here could take a while.
Yeah, I think it probably will.
So just to kind of give you an update here, 4 timeouts left for the Rockets, 2 left for the Bears, and a minute left in a close game. You do the math.
So if you're the Rockets here, I feel like you got to try to score fast. If you don't try to,
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think you've got to really open it up. But again, scoring quickly, not really their MO, as they are a very half-court, motion offense type of team. Now, If anybody's going to shoot quick, it's going to be Johnson there. And really, if you're the Bears.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, couldn't get it to roll. Catholic gets the ball back. Fresh 35, but they do have to be quick about it. Don't foul if you're the Bears. If they're not going to press the issue, you just let them do what they're doing. Excellent defense here by the Bears, as they are not allowing much of anything.
They're going to have to foul the Bears now.
And Thursby with an excellent take.
There's no shot clock from here on
shot
out.
Clock is off. Man, that's about as bad as a possession could go if you're the Rockets. As they did start that one with over a minute left.
They needed to shoot. Before that shot clock went off, they had to get a bucket there, and they couldn't figure it out. But
yeah, they just couldn't get up a quick shot. Bears suffocating on the defensive side on that possession.
Now they're just praying for a miss from at the free throw line from the Bears from here on out.
They're sending up all the Hail Marys at this point. Little Catholic joke to everybody. Just everybody be cool here. My dad's a Catholic, or he was raised Catholic. I'll just say that. My aunt's Catholic. So, I have a little bit of insight into, how things work.
I don't, I feel like I know why they can jump so high.
My angels in the outfield kind of thing?
Well, have you ever been to a Catholic church? A lot of bending down and standing up.
They get their squats in,
Dude, they get their squats in. I remember when I was a kid, I went to a Catholic church. I came out of there being like, man, I'm tired.
Things getting wild over at Mount St. Mary's as we're getting some updates here as fans are getting rowdy. Some technicals have been handed out.
Really?
Yeah, apparently on Coach Strickland, who's been known to get them, and I think Lattimore also has gotten a tee. Bears struggling to get the ball in, and we've got a foul. That's got to be how you think it was going to go, as maybe barely a second ticked off there. And Darius Folks will go to the line for 2. And really, if you hit both of them here, you're in good shape. But again, regardless of how it goes, you're still up 2 possessions. And as stifling as this defense has been for the Bears, then you might be in good shape here. Oh, the first one rattles out. Shift change here for the Rockets as they'll bring in Thursby and Lewis. So Catholic kind of on an offense-defense shift change here now. Folks needs to hit one of them, and he does. And we're going to have a full timeout. I believe that was on Catholic. I missed who took it. So apologies there. And it was Sylvan Hills that took that timeout. So 1 timeout left for the Bears, 3 left for Catholic. So they still got plenty of time to get their tricks in their bag here. If you're just joining us here, let's get you up to speed here. 51-46 is the lead for the Bears, who are down as much as a baker's dozen early in the third quarter. In fact, at the very beginning of the quarter, they were down 29-19 and have really just had to claw their way back in, really, for the majority of this game. And then, they've had a little bit of a lead. Now we're settling into a little bit of a back and forth here. 26.5 seconds left. Oh, man, Jake, this is what you live for.
I said it at the beginning of the second half. It kind of felt like they didn't like that. They didn't like that bucket on that end of the court. When they switched sides, and all of a sudden they just started lighting it up from deep and really finding their shot.
That rim's a little stiffer down that way. Bears forcing the issue here, not to let Catholic get some free time down the court. And Catholic taking their time. Maybe could have had a travel there, but
I thought it was.
Ball out, and the Bears get the possession. Ryan Parham is going to go to the line. with just over 13 seconds left. Catholic could not convert the layup. Just a little too much mustard on that one. And Ryan Parham could effectively end this game here. If he hits two, well, it'll still be a two-possession game. Or take it back. No, it'll be a 7-point game, so it'll be 3 possessions if he hits both. And he clanks the first one, so Catholic with just a glimmer of hope right now, and I think we're going to have a 30-second for Sylvan Hills, their final timeout. And you got to wonder, hey, we're just trying to figure out what the defensive strategy is. You know, who are going to be their three-point threats? Really, Johnson has been the only one that's been consistent from beyond the arc tonight. Thursby has shown he'll shoot that. But, you know, other than covering number 3, I mean, heck, just let everybody else take the shot.
Yeah, you know, he misses that first free throw, so I think they, like you said, they definitely want to figure out, okay, if you miss this free throw, what are we going to do defensively? If you make it, here's what we're going to do. Definitely get on their hot shooters, the guys that were shooting well in the first half, and just try to make sure you get back on defense and get ahead of them.
Yeah, and really, you don't want to, like I said, come on that last possession, you don't want to allow them just to roll the ball down the court. So I think, too, you're going to have, right now you got P.J. Davis back and J.J. Wise checking in a little too soon, as there were 6 guys on the court there for a moment. So if he makes this one, Wise will come in, add a little length. Parham buries it.
Back to a 6-point lead.
So Wise will come in for Parham. Just over 13 seconds left, and they're going to have to get it across the court quickly. And they take about 3 seconds to get in the front court. Oh, and that shot too long. And it might be just enough for the Bears, and they will hang on for the 6-point victory. Oh, what an absolute effort by the Bears.
That's a big win right there for the Bears, extending this winning streak of theirs, and
up to 8 now.
They got a streak going, and they need to continue going into a tough game come Friday night.
Absolutely, and really just impressive effort.
Yeah,
from the Bears, being down and kind of down and out. I mean, 4 points in the first quarter, only 19 in the first half. Third quarter, they couldn't really find the rhythm early on. We're down as much as 13. And, a couple of possessions, they got hot from beyond the arc. J.J. Wise hitting a couple. Darius Folks knocked one down.
I've seen a lot of teams and a lot of players get discouraged when you keep missing shots, It's easy to get down on yourself, get discouraged, and want to keep passing the ball and not keep putting it up. But this team was determined. They knew that they've got it in them, and they finally just got it. They started hitting those shots, and it was over from there. They just started hitting it, and they called all the way back. Nice job for a huge comeback win, and that. I said this in the Little Rock Christian game. That's a sign of a good team. When you can fight your way back after facing some adversity and being down by 13 points, that's what good teams do. Because every night's not going to be your night, and if you can figure out a way to win and win even when the game might be a little ugly, that's a huge sign of a great basketball team.
Yeah, and you got to tip your cap too to the Rockets. Really just imposed their will.
Yep.
In that first half.
Really
you mentioned it. They like to muddy the waters. They get down and dirty in a half-court game. Mm-hmm. Really didn't allow the Bears to get up and down like they are known to, and really they prefer to get down, up and down, make this a track meet type of a game. But in the second half, Bears stretched them out just enough to be able to loosen up that inside. And also when you're knocking down shots, I mean, it helps. Now the officiating kind of slowed things down a little bit, but you hit your free throws. And good things happen. Again, we say it here a lot, score when the clock's not moving, and that's key.
The credit to the Rockets, I think out of all the games that I've called so far this year for the Bears, it really seemed like it seemed like the Rockets were one of the more physical teams that I've seen the Bears go up against. They were really physical, gave a lot of effort on both ends of the court, and it took some halftime adjustments just for the Bears to be able to come back. But because before that, it was all Rockets in that first half. A lot of physicality, a lot of effort, and that's what the Rockets seem to do every single time I've called one of their games. So credit to them. But the Bears came out on top tonight.
Yeah, and again, Vera, we're glad you finally made it into the chat. I know she was trying to find the boys' game here. Again, we kind of had just this is one of those fluky things in the schedule where when the girls play the Catholic schools, it tends to be a little different just because they play at the same time and they don't play at the same gym. A lot of times, you're playing this thing at the same time here. Quick update for you here in the girls' game. Just over a minute left. Bears down 6 in that game. They are down 47-41, so you can check. Head on over to the Sylvan Hills Sports Network channel if you want to see the ending of that game, but should be a bit of a barn burner there. What's kind of been a wild game over there as we've heard some of the chaos that has ensued over there. Lots of chaos over here as well, but the boys handle their business. They run the streak up to 8 in a row. And then on Valentine's Day, we've got us a heck of a matchup as Maumelle is coming to the hillside. No love lost between those two teams. Should be fun. Effort out there. We'll have I don't want to say a joint broadcast for that one, but our fellows from the Maumelle Sports Network are also going to be out there with us here. So, just depending on your fancy here, you can check out both broadcasts, see how things are going. But again, a big win out here on the hill, as they call it out here at Catholic High, 52-46. Jake, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts, you got to keep this momentum going. They are really hitting their stride at the right time in the season. You're coming down this final stretch, and they've really seemed like they put it all together. Even missing one of their best players tonight, Devontae West, they still figured out a way to get it done. So props to the Bears. You got to keep this momentum going, and don't get too high, don't get too low. You know what I mean? Just keep on pushing and getting better, and that's what we're all hoping for here come Friday night.
So Friday night, a date with Maumelle, and we ain't talking about the good kind. No candy hearts are going to be exchanged there. But that we'll be back to kind of normal coverage for that. We'll have the girls game first, and then we'll have the boys about 10-15 minutes after that one. Tip-off scheduled for 6 o'clock for the girls, and it's going to be a heck of a night out there on the hillside. So make sure you're all out there, and make sure if you're not able to get out there, you tune in with us here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. But for Jake Hall, I'm Jay Burr. For the rest of the cast and crew out here, we bid you good night from out here at Catholic. One more time, 52-46, a comeback win for the Bears. They stretch their winning streak to 8, holding on firmly to that 3 seed. We'll see you Friday night out on the hillside.